the Galactic Spiral Light Priestess, Makala. So we're going to jump into this. So I need all of you to know and pay attention to this. First of all, I took some time to myself. I just needed to get some things taken care of. It got quite busy for me. And so I really just needed to, I'm going to soften this because I'm like, what the hell? Thank you. Um, I needed some time to just kind of digest a lot of information that I was receiving. And we are starting our gateway right now. We're going to open up the medicine today. So if you're going to be catching this on the replay, I want you to make sure on the 12th you have a candle ready. Um, White candles fine, tea light candles fine. Um, oh darn it, really? Okay, so yesterday was the 9th. Today is the 10th, and I had some things going on. My apologies for not being here to get that started. But it's the yellow cosmic sun. Well, that explains a lot of stuff that was happening. So let's just go ahead and bring this energy in. That makes a lot of sense. I was tied up with some medicine. So yesterday was Tuesday, the 9th. We had the yellow cosmic sun. I endure in order to enlighten transcending life. I seal the matrix of universal fire with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of flowering. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So the color is yellow, the planet is Pluto, the chakra is crown and polar. So this is the last day in the 260-day galactic spirit Zolkin. So it had a constraint symbol that was tied to this through the room. And it says the same great cosmic mind exists in every single galactic galaxy. It permeates the universe, space, and universal time. So there's beta alpha, higher mind control. There is the fourth dimensional mental sphere in the back of the head. And then there's cosmic ascension. Now, we're going to link this energy over to today, which brings us into Wednesday, the December 10th, portal number 2. So now we already went through 260 days. Hey, lovely, 260 days of our old calendar that's filtering out. That was yesterday. Now today we're starting with kin number 1. Kin 260 was yesterday. So now we're starting with kin number 1. So with this, hold on, let me double check. Okay, so December 29th and then December 31st, we have 2 more portals before we change over to the so-called New Year of the Gregorian. But those of us that are awake, we don't celebrate that as a New Year. We just bring in the knowing, okay, we just turned the page on that timeline. But we don't celebrate a New Year until spring comes in. How can you celebrate something new and everything has gone into itself, into the stillness, into the darkness, which is what winter is? It goes into itself. It goes, all the sap from the trees pulls downward, and it's still time. All the leaves start to fall. It's stillness. This is where we receive our messages. So with this being a kin number 1, which starts today, this is the red magnet dragon, a unifying in order to nurture, attracting beings. I seal the input of birth with the magnet tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power double. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So here is the color red. It says first day of the 260-day galactic spin Tolkien. It is today. It also begins the 52-day red Eastern Castle of Turning Court of Birth. Red of life, initiation, stepping into that. Planet Neptune, chakra throat, and cardinal of Earth, self-existing. So this energy, which we have the eyes rune, which is stand still. This is stand still time. Says in time and space that we live in, the types of questions we ask about that time space affects the quality of our answers we get. So this is bringing us into the fifth super subconscious, and then the fifth dimension, which is gate 414, and it's bringing it into this side of our head. Okay, so this is what I'm going to need you to have, because tomorrow will be Thursday the 11th. We will have a space there where it will be kin number 2 and it's guided into timelessness. Then we go into 1212 portal. So this medicine is being activated from what yesterday was and moving into today, and then it's going to keep going. We are stepping into this. So this is actually, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So activating from yesterday, today, and then tomorrow, keeping it activated. This is going to put us in a medicine portal of 12 days of work. So this 12 days of work, if we started exactly on 12/12, which we will, this is going to be a 9-day from 12/12 to 12/21. So there's a lot of 3 energy. There's a lot of Trinity energy that we are working with in this energy. So what I need you to have is a journal, your pen, flower essences that we'll talk about, because we're going to be using them as a part of expanding into our light body self. And you need a candle. Now, if you want to use a 7-day candle, you can use that, no problem. 14-day candle, you can use that, no problem. If you want to use a tea light candle, you can use that, no problem. As long as you have a candle, because we are going to be working with that fire energy coming in. And fire brings in that light. Fire brings in that go. But at the same time, fire is silent and whispers to us in spirit to give us a spark of truth, to give us an insight on something that we're seeking. So as we look into bringing light to ourselves, we're bringing light into our, what is going on there? Thank you very much. Bringing light into ourselves, we're bringing that energy of awareness. Where are we still not feeling in our true purpose of self? Okay, so what I mean by that, we are going to be journaling into the sacred rebel, and then what needs to be resurrected. So these two are going to be working together to bring in those answers. So today we'll get set up with the runes called the Runes and Roots Oracle. This just came out this year, 2025. So I really, it's so new that I'm still having a hard time trying to get things out of this box because it's so tight. And but they're really unique cards. This is the back of them. And the front, you get the herb plus the rune that works with it. I just thought this would be really good medicine to work with. So runes are very magical. And they have a lot tied in with it. There's only 36 cards that come into this deck. So we're going to kick off and anchor in our energy with this. And I'm not going to be on here super long because I have to do some driving. Okay. So everyone, just close your eyes. Take in a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale. And I just want you to call forth your beloved self. And make that connection. Take a deep breath here. And that's just connecting to you, the higher self. Breathe. Exhale it out. And bring all your focus to center. And state to the self that you are in this medicine time to activate the portals within you of your deepest purpose. And everything to come online for you and to align. No matter what it is. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Breathe. Exhale it out. Breathe. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now relaxing your breath. Bring awareness to your heart space. Drop into the heart space. And just allow this beautiful diamond white light of all of the wonderful codes that are in the plasmic light right now to come down through the crown, that soul star, into the crown, into the third eye, dropping down into the throat chakra, down into the sacred heart, into the solar plexus, and the sacral, down into the root, dropping down past the knees, dropping down to the feet, into the earth star, and finally into the water star. And breathe. Exhale it out. And let that water star drop down into the new Mother Earth energy, bringing in focus, groundedness, centering, feeling revitalized, feeling centered, feeling truth, and you can decipher between lies, false energies, and just breathe. And now take both hands up, bring it down to center, thumbs into the center of the sternum, press the hands together, breathe here, exhale it out. I am present in the medicine that I am about to enter in for my highest self. Breathe. So these next 12 days, we actually 11 because we started bringing it in today. So these next 11 days, we will be moving ourselves into that energy of creation where we're in the stillness, but we are reflecting on where are some of the things that we're still getting hung up on. What is being triggered for you right now? What's coming up? What is still kind of crawling into your space and saying, I'm still not feeling good about this. What's coming up for you? What is going into January, February, March and April and May gonna look like? That's that window right there we got to be really concerned with, right in there. Because if you thought this year went by fast, you haven't seen anything. Next year is going to be so fast. There's going to be so much shifting, so many timeline shiftings. That is going to blow your mind. You're going to see things that your mind is not going to be able to decipher if you're not preparing yourself now. Okay? There's going to be things that you're going to see and hear that's going to make you go, what? And it's going to shake up that nervous system. The reason why we come together and set these intentions and move through this medicine is so that you are being prepared as you move yourself forward in your knowingness of yourself and your purpose of why you're here. You are not an accident. You are not something that was unplanned. You have a reason to be here. I have a reason here. I know what I'm here to do. And it keeps unfolding more and more. Everything doesn't stay the same. Your purpose keeps flowering, keeps showing itself what you're here for. So let's jump into the read of the day and anchor in. So you're going to make sure you have your journal. You're going to make sure you have your candle. Make sure you have water. Please stay hydrated today and the rest of this week. Eat what feels called to you to eat versus just to be eating, okay? If your appetite is not there, it is not there. Don't worry about it. Because right now, we are in this place of wanting to hold people accountable for some of the things that they've been doing. So this is where our work is really important. So when I do the reads for 12/12, that'll be the reads where we have the runes, we'll have the star medicine, and crystal and plants. We're going to be stepping into that. Okay, so what have we forgotten? Let's take a look and see what the message is for that. This is where I want you in the stillness and the silence is where you get into this relationship of connection with the self. This is not about who's out there predicting this and this and this, and that's fine and dandy, but I'm going to tell you right now, we're about to have another one of those Doreen Virtue effects happen where the people you have followed and thought that they were on their path and you really like them, you've been following them for a long time, and all of a sudden they're going to turn around and become super religious, changed on you. They're going to leave their spiritual practice and go religious. Okay? Just like how Doreen Virtue did it. And that traumatized a lot of people who believed in her connection with the cosmos and the divine, and that really shook a lot of people up. So we're getting ready to have another one of those events. So here's the thing, and I was always taught this from my elders, from my medicine teachers. You never put anybody on a pedestal. The only one that should be on a pedestal is you. You never put others on a pedestal and make it look like, oh my God, they know so much. Oh my gosh, because you never know when they're going to flip the switch on you. You never know what their true intention is when they flip that switch and they go the other direction. And they leave you hanging in all that goo, trying to figure out what the hell that I've been doing following this person. And then they flip the switch. So am I wrong? Am I bad? That's what that energy is designed to do, to make you feel judging against yourself for following someone, or to feel like, what the heck what happened here? Okay. They just flipped a switch. That's all. But you never put anybody on a pedestal. Anybody that's human is fallible. We make mistakes. And some are easier to mislead and play games. Okay? So let's get that straight first, right here and now. All right. So what have we forgotten? Unconditional love. Well, that's a number 32. Ooh. A number 32. Unconditional love. Now, you know, with these cards, you have to look them up because it gives you unconditional love, but it gives you the real truth of what the card means. So energy flows where attention goes. I love it. Energy flows where attention goes. Source loves us because it's part of us. It's part of us. We are made from the very same stuff. When we put our attention to it, the love and the magic that is source, it surrounds us. There you go. Okay, so unconditioned love. I think a lot of times we have to be reminded of who we are. And I know for a fact, when I was really getting myself organized to write my books and get my books out there, and I wasn't trying to write 100 and 300-page book. I just wanted to get my message out there and deliver it. And I just remember saying, when I was sitting in front of the computer, I had my hands there and I'm like, okay, what am I writing about today? How is this next chapter going to look? I am working with Divine Source. Divine Source is my boss. Divine Source pays me well. Divine Source is my boss and gives me great benefits. Divine Source will always make sure that I have exactly what I need. Divine Source, being my boss, will make sure that I'm taken care of. Like yesterday was crazy how everything fell into place. I just kept getting told, you need to go see her, get to your acupuncturist. I said, well, I only want to see her. I don't want to see anybody else. I don't have time for others who are not like her yet and are still discovering themselves. I need to be with my acupuncturist. And lo and behold, I get there. They gave me all this running around on the phone. By the time I got there, it was like, oh, there's a spot open up. Somebody canceled. We can see you at 12. And all I had to do was wait 30 minutes. Of course. That's that paying attention and listening. Okay, so we have that unconditional love. We have number 56, progressions, the journey. And then we have conjunction, alliance. Interesting how there's a 56 that makes 11. And then we have a 51 that makes a 6. So these are the two together, the star codes. So we have progression coming in. And then the rune and root. This is so right on point. Vulva. This is mugwort. Yes. I took a mugwort healing bath last night. OMG. Talk about just sit and be still. The mugwort medicine. So this one, interesting. There's no number on this. So I have to go by the letterings. These are cards, ritual cards. These particular ones designed like this. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. What? Wow. They got bind. This is a really neat. I haven't even gone through this whole thing yet. I just got him yesterday. I saw him and I said, oh, I got a journal. Oh, look at these cards. Whoa. The front of it looks like this. Just came out this year. And it's split up into different pieces. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I'm going to have to go through the front of the book because I'm like, wait a minute, where is it? Da, 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 da. Well, that's what I thought. It's a ritual one. I guess I didn't go all the way to the back of the book. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, come to the back of the book. Okay, so empowerment, divine feminine, witch confidence, authentic, intuitive, psychic, divination, and prophetic dreams. Here's the words that activate this card. Now this rune, because they take and paired 2 runes together to get the medicine of it that pairs up with the root plant of mugwort. You have not worked with mugwort. I come on all the time when it's time to pick it, and I just love the way when I go out and I'm picking up mugwort, how it makes my room smell. I love taking medicine baths with it, and I also like taking the dry herb of itself and putting it into a little sash and putting it into my pillow, along with black obsidian, chevron, amethyst, and a piece of fluoride to put into that mix and stick that into the pillow. Yeah, there you go. Not to mention a little bit of selenite on the back part of the head of the bed. There you go. Okay, just gave you something. Work with that. All right, so this rune is it says, in moonlight grows where shadows play amidst the foliage of the fae. I take a sip of mugwort tea, awakening my sovereignty. Here our spirits intertwine and energies within align. She whispers like an old grimoire, it's time to proclaim who you are. I am powerful, I am wild and free, and I embrace my destiny. For in this moment I am whole, a witch reborn, a boldless soul. So you can call yourself the witch, the magi, you can call yourself the mystic, you can call yourself just who you are. But one of the things I want people to, when we are working in this medicine, is be real with yourself. Stop trying to fit in with what others want you to be. Those days, just stop. Stop it. You're not meant to do that. So many of us are going through a lot of things trying to do our work on this planet and still stay in tune with it. of what our purpose is. Some of us are moving from place to place. Others of us are living in our cars and trying to survive while we watch government people go and buy Christmas trees and stuff and talk about have a nice Christmas. What are you doing with all this hidden stuff going on? This is why when we're in this portal, we are going to be really making our world, your personal world, of how you want it to be. Okay? When you speak into the ethers and you say, I need this to be done, you expect it to be done. And a lot of us do this little mind trickery in the back and we say, well, let's see what happens. Don't say, well, we'll see what happens. No, just know it's going to happen. Okay? This is going to be a magical journey of diving in, and I'm hoping that whatever comes up for you, you will embrace it. I want this to be a very active thing where we are talking about it. And leave your comments in the comment section, post it, I'll see it, and if there's something I need to say to it, I'll give my guided intuition in, spoken part on it. But let's create this portal hub of this 1212 energy. It's going to be like when we went through 2012. Remember how powerful that was? How that energy was so different? Like we just felt like something just came to an end. It did. A whole bunch of stuff came to an end. And then all of a sudden we started little by little seeing a lot of things start dissolving in front of our eyes. Stores closing, jobs disappearing. Things were happening. We were getting a lot of our information stolen from us. Our own government does that. Taking our info, putting it into the bigger systems so they can have it. What are you consenting to and what are you not consenting to anymore? The power lies with you. And once you realize that, then you can see everything else around you. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the things that trigger us. We're going to talk about the things that we hear and the things that we see or what we're still holding on to. We're going to bring it and we're going to be real here because the whole thing is why we're in the stillness, looking and reflecting in that deepest shadow into the depths of ourselves. This is what we don't want to bring into our spring. When the light returns, when the light shows us, we're going to seep down into the darkness of ourselves and dig through that. All right. All right, lovelies. I have to run now. So I'm going to keep these videos short and straight to the point because everyone's busy and things are going on. So, but we have work to do. And wherever you are and that there's that weird ass wall of fog hanging around, just know that it's not divine. It's not a divine thing. It's man-made. Okay. And we have to just start putting programming energies into it that it just dissolves and it doesn't have harmful effect to people. Okay. You really want to understand what that fog is like. Go back and look at the movie The Mist. But one that really puts a telltale on it is American Horror Story, The Apocalypse. That one right there tells you exactly how they had to go underground because of all that mist. And another thing I want everyone to do as a part of kind of spiritual enjoyment of paying attention, watch the movie Winter's Tale, and then watch the movie Last Holiday. Okay, watch that. So with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J, Last Holiday. There's a reason why I want you to watch that. Okay, because I'm going to tie it into this last holiday. All right. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Be so light. Thank you for joining me here on Be So Light TV, and be good to yourselves. And I will definitely see you tomorrow because we're in the medicine now. Take this time to get yourself situated, journal, take your baths, eat well, drink lots of fluids, and light your candle. Let's get this going. Let's get into it. Bye. You're welcome.